got a number for an agent if you want.
There we go. Mic check professional. Just like the white balance professional. That could be. I see the card now. Need a white balance? Need a audio check? I'm your guy. I'll be doing stand-up here before we know it. And please don't use any of that because I just getting away from the silliness. And we're here for very serious and sober, somber matter. Sheriff Dennis should be joining us in just a moment.
Yeah, I just saw it after I sent you that, so I'm going to look at it. Appreciate it.
All right. We're about to begin. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mark Bordeaux, the Public Information Officer for the Sumter County Sheriff's Office. I am introducing Sheriff Anthony Dennis and the Sumter County Coroner, Robbie Baker.
Good afternoon. I'm here to announce that the Sheriff's Office, along with the Sumter County Coroner's Office and the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, we are actively investigating 2 homicides that occurred on Friday, August the 8th, in the Richport area of Sumter, South Carolina. The bodies were discovered by a landowner in a cleared off area of his wooded area of his property. The victims has been identified as Kristen Grissom, 38 years old, of North Charleston, and a Christine Maccabee, 35 years old, of Walterboro, South Carolina. Again, the case is being investigated as a double homicide. We believe the body was brought to this location and left there. Where the actual killing did occur is still under investigation at this time. The Sumter County Sheriff's Office, again with the assistance of South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, is investigating the actual homicide itself. We are pursuing multiple leads, but no arrests have been made at this time. I want to say I believe that this was an isolated incident in Sumter County, and there's no danger to the community related to this particular case. And we ask that anyone with information should call the Sumter County Sheriff's Office, call Crime Stoppers, and we will be submitting a $5,000 reward for any information that lead to information to this case, solving this case, and the rest.
Thank you, Sheriff. I'm Robbie Baker. I'm the Sumter County Coroner. I literally about 10 minutes ago just got off the phone with an investigator down in Charleston where we can confirm that Miss Christine Marie Maccabee of Walterboro, a white female, 35, is actually a confirmed homicide case due to a gunshot wound. The other autopsy of Miss Grissom is presently being done as we speak. I literally just got off the phone with them, so I have no updates as far as Miss Grissom is concerned. But based on the circumstances out there that we cannot allude to, that case is being investigated as a potential homicide until a doctor rules out forensically as to what we're dealing with. So both cases, like the sheriff said, are being investigated as homicides. But again, I can confirm that Mrs. Maccabee is a gunshot wound. victim homicide. And I literally got off the phone with her husband first before I put this information out to the media. And I can tell you, I can't speak for the sheriff, but we did speak a while ago. We cannot discuss any specific details as far as the incident is concerned, because this is an active, ongoing investigation that the sheriff and them are pursuing with multiple agencies. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the Maccabee family down in Walterboro. Her mother lives in Charleston. Her husband lives out of state, so I've already been in contact with them. But hearts and prayers and thoughts go out to both of those families. And as soon as I get an update on the preliminary autopsy result from Mrs. Grissom, we will share that with you. But anything specific, we're not at liberty to be able to discuss. Thank you.
And I will add to that I have requested SLED to assist us with the investigation because of multiple jurisdictions and be involved. We have requested SAGE to assist us with the investigation. Any questions that you may?
Yes, Lena, WIFCB. Can you detail how you were able to come to the determination that these bodies were placed here as opposed to the murder happening at the open wooded area?
Well, again, we're not going too much in depth on the investigation, but it has to do with the weather conditions, the landowner checking his property less than 24 hours prior to the incident occurred, and the conditions of the body as well. That we won't reveal that at this time.
Jeremy Wade with WOTX. Should the community be concerned that there may be a person out there looking to kill again? Are we believing that this is something that was an isolated incident?
We do believe it was an isolated incident. We believe that the bodies was actually transported to that location and discovered when we discovered the bodies.
So the community should not be concerned then?
We have made contact with citizens. I have had officers that had not on patrol, but made contact with the citizens in that area down there and informed them that we do not believe that they're in danger to that community.
How did the victims know each other? Did they know each other, or are they related to each other?
We have established that they have been acquainted with each other. How close a connection that they have, we don't have that at this time, but we are aware that they knew each other.
Gotcha. Do you think anyone in Sumter County assisted in helping to bring the victims here?
That's still an investigation this time.
For the coroner, how long were the victims in that wooded area?
Well, like the sheriff alluded to, the property owner had been checked. And again, without giving specific details, because we don't want the individual or individuals that's responsible for this, I know the sheriff doesn't, for them to know information that we know that's pertinent. But we can tell you that based on some things that we did when we were out there investigating along with investigators, they had been out there probably, it wasn't something that just instantly happened. Those bodies had been out there probably for at least about a day and a half. And I wanted to thank the State Law Enforcement Division also too. The Sheriff's Department one investigators did some excellent work with DNA, ancestry DNA facial recognition based on some tattoos. And from that, we were able to get phone calls down to family members in Charleston to verify who we knew who the gunshot homicide victim was. But SLED came down that night and at about midnight fingerprinted both of the individuals for us and gave us, which helped out immensely because it gave us contact with the next of kin, and it gives the sheriff's and them a point of contact and a place to start looking.
One more question. As far as I understand, the other autopsy is underway. Is there a time frame for when you will know the results of?
I should have a preliminary this afternoon usually when the doctors complete the autopsies, and our autopsies were the last two of the day because they're potential homicides. Well, one is confirmed already. They'll call me sometime late this afternoon and give me a preliminary. And then the first thing I'll do is contact the sheriff and then contact the next of kin and let them know. But literally, it is being done as we speak because I just got off the phone with investigators down in Charleston.
Sheriff, emotional reaction with this, investigators describing it as an uncommon discovery. What is the emotional reaction from you as a leader to see this happen in your community?
Well, first, arriving on the scene and seeing this type of incident in our community and the uproar in the community and the fear of those in that community, it does have an effect not only on our agency but the community, and that's why we are really taking this as not only serious, we take all of them serious, but we are doing everything possible. I'm reaching out all the resources that we have available, including the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, and it takes to federal agencies, I will, to bring justice who committed this act.
Do you have a message for those responsible or anybody potentially helping those individuals?
Yes, I do. I can say that we are receiving tips and information now, and I do feel confident in our investigators and with the assistance that we're receiving that we're going to bring those to justice soon.
If people are willing or ready to give tips, how can they contact you?
Okay, contact Crime Stoppers, with Sumter County Crime Stoppers or State Crime Stoppers, and the information will be provided to our agency.
Coroner, I just want to clarify for the cause of death for Ms. McAbee. Can you clarify it was a single gunshot wound?
Again, that's specific information that the sheriff wants to keep close to his vest. All I can tell you is that death certificate will reflect homicide, and the cause of death will be gunshot wound. I don't want to get into specifics as far as anything about that, because that information needs to be close to the chest, because the people responsible, we don't want them, and the sheriff don't want them knowing exactly what we know that might be helpful towards getting this to a closer resolution.
Is there a belief that you guys are already headed to knowing a suspect or somebody that you already have your eye on?
That I can't release that information at this time. Like I said, we have received several tips that our investigation are following up on at this time.
How many tips have you got?
Multiple tips. I don't have the exact number this time.
All right, well, are there any other questions?
I understand you gave a message for the community, but for the families impacted, anything that you wanted to lastly say to them?
We've reached out to the families, of course, our victim advocates, and I personally will be reached out myself. I think the coroners will reach out to them. Anytime, being the sheriff of Sumter County and a crime of this magnitude happening, or occurred, and the bodies being found in our county and our community, certainly want to let them know that we will bring those to justice that committed this heinous crime. I mean, this is something that you don't normally experience, not only over days but years, to find two bodies like that in the wooded area in your county.
All right. Are there any other questions? All right. Well, thank you. This concludes the press conference today. If you have any other questions you'd like me to address to the sheriff or investigators, you have my email address and contact information. Thank you for making the trip over and for helping inform the community.